Listen.
What's up guys, it's your girl Charlie Jordan. I'm back here with another exciting YouTube video. We're here at the Wolf Connection, which is an hour north of LA, or the Wolf Heart Ranch. They are kind enough to have us come here, and I'm so excited because today is a very unique experience where we get to hang out with wolf dog hybrids. And as I've said in previous videos, just because the world has slowed down doesn't mean that the world does not need our help. Today we have such an epic group. Taylor is coming, Jason's coming, Jenna's coming, and just the whole squad. So I've been working with Forrest Galante. He's incredible, and he's the one who brought us here to the Wolf Connection and introduced us to them. It's really important that we help nature stay as it is, and our role in this is to protect these animals, to reintroduce them, and show how important they are. So without further ado, let's go inside and check out the wolves. So Taylor didn't get the
dress memo.
Nature dress memo, so we put him in some of my pants. I think they look pretty damn good.
Yeah. She wears big pants, guys. I don't have small legs.
I do.
Okay, I have small legs, but it's fine. I feel so judged.
And let's go. Just got pulled over because he was speeding to get here. They let him go because the cop was like your music, bro. He was like, thanks.
You want to put money on which one we'll attack first?
I'm saying this one.
Which one?
This one.
Kenai?
Kenai?
Theo look like he about to fucking attack right there.
Are we taking bets on who's gonna win this dog fight?
Yo, I got money on Kenai.
That's what I was saying.
Shade's gonna attack, dude. He's gonna go after. He's probably gonna go after Taylor.
Guys, if you haven't met Markel, he hasn't been on my YouTube, but he is probably just the most energetic, beautiful person I've ever met. Low key.
Coming from Charlie Jordan herself, that was my #1 goal in life.
Please.
We might need to do this today while we here.
Listen.
They're like, oh shit.
Welcome to the Wolf Connection. If you guys don't know me, I'm Forrest Galante. There's places like Teo's place here aren't able to be open to the public. So the whole point of this little campaign is to bring awareness to these things, because I imagine your following doesn't know a lot about this stuff.
You guys have such incredible influence and such an amazing voice. People just don't know about this stuff. I'm learning about the wolves as we go into this as well. When you change one thing in an environment, whether it's an animal, removing it, taking it away, it can have drastic effects on everything else around it. In Yellowstone, they got eradicated and there was an overpopulation of deer. So basically, all of the greenery and everything disappeared from those valleys. And when the wolves were reintroduced, all of that vegetation came back, the rivers got stronger. So learning how to protect them and take care of them is super important.
Thank you, Forrest. Thank you, Charlie. We're getting this done.
Yes,
Nice. Thank you guys for being here. I'm the founder and director. I started it almost 12 years ago. So the animals that we have here come from two main sources. The rescues from people that buy them as illegal pets. And within 6 months to a year, they have a wolf in their living room. And they realize that maybe it wasn't such a good idea. If the animal is lucky enough, they would end up with us. Most of them end up euthanized. The other source is fur farms. Farming operations where the wolves are raised for the pelt. So they raise them, and between the age of 2 and 4, they get killed and then pelted, and the pelt is sold. So we have the only program in the world where people from at-risk populations come, and the encounter with the wolf transforms their lives. Kids in foster care, kids in prison, people in rehab programs, people that have been in prison for life. We used to behave like apes, and eventually somewhere in our evolution we began to behave like wolves. This association here, a bunch of people that are not blood related coming together for a purpose. Wolves do this, apes don't. That's where our connection with wolves resides. Underneath, beneath, prior to socialized learned behavior. So all our pain, desire to belong, resentments, anger, all these things live up here in the human socialized level. In the animal level, it doesn't. Once these kids and people in prison and veterans reconnect with that, then it's almost like a factory reset. So what's gonna happen right now? We're gonna split in 2 groups.
The more calm we are, the more chill we are, the more intimate your interactions are going to be with the wolf, right? If you're excited, erratic movements, jumping around, making loud noises, you're not going to get an interaction. These are wild animals and they're not very trusting, so we have to really be calm for them to come to us. Canines have an olfactory sense that's 10,000 greater than ours. So right now they can smell every single one of you, what you had for breakfast. They're registering it in their brain. What they're doing is they're putting that in their brain and they're going, okay, this person smells like this, that's good, or that's bad, that's scary, or that's exciting. And every single one of these animals is doing that.
He's sticking his nose through the
And see the wind directions this way?
Yeah.
So we're all over them right now. It's like walking into, you know, like a multifunctional kitchen right now.
First thing, did you guys connect with any certain wolf on the way up or down? Which one?
One of her ear bit.
Oh, Willow.
Yes.
That's interesting because I'll tell you her story when we get to her, but that's very interesting because she is like the woman that we all look up to. So this is Kenai, he's the black one. He's our alpha male. As humans, we have this idea of what it means to be alpha, right? So we see alpha, beta, right, the mid-levels, and then omegas on the bottom, right? So whoever's alpha, they're the best. When the wolf pack, it's more circular, and whatever is most important at that time, that person leads. And sometimes that can be the alpha female, sometimes it can be the omega, you know, you never know.
It really is just like they're so majestic and intense and powerful. It just makes you want to be grounded. There are these very human things of anxiety, depression, you know, do I fit in? And these animals are purely living off of survival and instinct, which we as humans, we are animals. So it's important to tap into that and remember that.
This was the first habitat we built on this property, and we built it specifically for shade. He still doesn't go out with the public or work with the programs. What the kids will do, these are kids with ADHD, kids from expulsionary schools, and they will meditate. They will sit still for 20, 30 minutes. These are kids that can't sit still for 1 minute most of the time. Another thing he teaches too is you don't have to touch a wolf to connect with it. This, I believe, is who you, Charlie.
Yes.
Okay. We have only a couple animals that didn't come from like trauma or abuse. She's one of those. She had an owner. She had the right paperwork. The problem was the recession hit, and of no fault of her own, Willow ended up homeless, which can still be traumatic, right? But because she grew up with her own pack, she's very balanced. So she doesn't take anything from anybody, especially the men in her life.
What happened? She just came up and showed you guys up like that.
Yeah,
right?
dude, for real.
To...
Like you just came over and took all the attention.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully you guys are able to take something away from this. Hopefully you learn something new, something that you can take with you as you see like there's so much you can learn from animals. Yep. I'm so thankful to be able to come to places like this.
There's an invitation for those of you that want to come back.
You might get sick of me, don't worry, I'll be back here quite a bit. Alright guys, this is the man in charge. He started this 10 years ago and he's going to tell you what you guys can do to help out the Wolf Connection.
Hey guys, Teo Alfero, founder and director of Wolf Connection. A couple of ways in which you can help us. Follow us on Instagram. Best way, we're going to create a TikTok so you can follow us there too.
Yes.
And if any of you feel inclined to help us out financially, we have a Patreon account at Wolf Connection where you can send us $1 or $5 if you want to see all the behind the scenes of today's visit of all these wonderful people that came to see us.
Make sure you guys go check it out, and especially during these times, people aren't able to come visit these sanctuaries because of COVID, so all the donations are super important. It's basically like a virtual visit, so anything you guys can do is super appreciated. Thank you so much again for having us, and hopefully we'll be back.
Thank you. So remember wolfconnection.org or Wolf Connection on Instagram or Patreon.
Check it out.